Hi, this is Jennifer Kinney. I am your school counselor and also one of your academic advisors. And this school year, of course, we are doing things unfortunately differently, and we're having to use a lot of Zoom versus face-to-face. So this is information pertaining to seniors, and this is what we usually share on Senior Parent Night. So hopefully you'll find this information very useful. And then I will also host some Zoom Q&A sessions so that parents, students can ask questions or schedule an individual meeting with me. So please make sure you stop by Student Services for those that are our digital learners. Make sure you stop by Student Services and pick up your senior booklet. And this will have everything that I'm talking about and a little more additional information as like your reference guide. So this book is really, really helpful. So let's get started. All right, tonight is Senior Parent Night, or today is Senior Parent Night, and this is all about our seniors. So our graduation requirements. In the state of Florida, you must graduate with 24 credits, and they have to be specific 24 credits, and I will go over those here in a minute and break those down. You must also have at least a 2.0 unweighted cumulative GPA. You must pass the FSA ELA to graduate or earn a concordance score, and you'll see those concordance scores are listed here from the ACT or SAT. You also must pass the Algebra 1 EOC or have a concordance score on the Algebra 1 EOC. And then you have to complete an online course to graduate. And the good thing is here at Florida High, with the online courses to graduate, we created our HOPE class in the 8th grade that all 8th graders took as a blended class. And that class counts as the online credit needed to graduate in addition to the HOPE PE credit needed to graduate. So those that took HOPE PE here at Florida High, you have met that requirement already and do not need to take anything to graduate. If you are unable to meet these requirements set forth by the state of Florida, then we have the option to issue you a certificate of completion. A certificate of completion is just basically a certificate that does say that you went to high school, that you did complete high school, but you did not necessarily earn a high school diploma to that you could take on with you to the post-secondary institutions, saying that you graduated high school with your diploma or the military. So what are the 24 specific credits needed to graduate? And those are listed here. You will see that you must have 4 credits in English or ELA, and that's English 1, English 2, English 3, English 4. You must have 4 credits in math, and they must be at least Algebra 1 in geometry and then higher. And then 3 credits in science, and that's earth-based bio, chem, anatomy, forensics. You must have 3 of those because all of our science classes here are considered lab classes because we do labs. Any of the 3 science classes will work. And then the 3 credits in social studies or social science, and that's your world history, your US history, and then senior year in the fall semester you take Gov, US Gov, and then in the spring you'll take Econ. And if you're doing dual enrollment, it'll be POS 1041 for your government class, and then in the spring it'll be the ECO, the economics class. 1 credit performing arts, fine arts, practical arts, or speech and debate. And so anything in the music or art category fits this requirement. Those of you that are still needing that credit are in those classes this semester and this school year to earn the credit needed to graduate. And of course, the credit in HOPE PE, again, HOPE PE was done in 8th grade, so all that should be passed and done, and that also counts as your online credit to graduate. And then 8 elective credits. The good thing here about Florida High is we have 7 classes, so you're definitely going to graduate with more than 24 credits, but they just need to make sure that you have the 24 specific credits listed here. And you can see that in focus on your graduation requirement report, and you can see that listed there of where you're at and what you still need to graduate. Now, keep in mind for the NCAA and Bright Futures, you must take foreign language 2 consecutive years in the same foreign language, and that means Spanish 1, Spanish 2, French 1, French 2, Latin 1, Latin 2. So make sure that you have those 2 years. You don't need that to graduate in the state of Florida. You do need that to go to college, and you do need that for NCAA eligibility, and you do need that for Bright Futures. So what is the difference between unweighted and weighted GPA? Unweighted GPA is your cumulative GPA, and that GPA will signify at the end of our 7th semester, which is first semester, that will signify that you are a cum laude, a magna cum laude, or honors grad, and we'll let the students know that in late January, first part of February. The unweighted GPA is also for scholarships. College admission uses the unweighted GPA, and the NCAA will also use the unweighted GPA and use for the academic core because that's what they're looking for. The weighted GPA is all our honors, AP, dual enrollment classes. Those are on a 5.0 scale. So you'll see your weighted GPA could be definitely higher than your unweighted cumulative GPA. And that's where we do the class rank. And so that's where we run the class rank, and we do that after 7th semester also. So students are also notified late January, first part of February, what their official class rank is for graduation. And then some scholarships will also ask unweighted and weighted. College will ask unweighted and weighted. And then Bright Futures is based on your weighted GPA, and that's your 16 core. So the diploma designations for the diploma, and these are something new the state has done in the last couple of years, and it's basically an attaboy. It's going above and beyond the 24 credits that are needed to graduate. It is a sticker on the diploma. There's no other incentive tied to this other than it is a sticker for the diploma. But to earn the scholar designation, you must have a credit in Algebra 2. You must pass the geometry EOC. For graduation, you did not have to pass the EOC, you just had to take it. But for a scholar, you do have to pass it. You have to earn a credit in statistics or equally rigorous math course, and that's a level 3 course, so that'd be your pre-calc honors, your AP Stat, or your dual enrollment. That is considered equally rigorous. And then for graduation, you have to take the biology EOC, but for the scholar, you have to pass it. And then you have to earn a credit in chemistry or physics, earn a credit equally rigorous math course compared to chemistry or physics. All of our science courses are considered equally rigorous to chemistry or physics, so you will be fine there by taking any of our science courses. And then to graduate, you have to take the U.S. History EOC, but for a scholar, you have to pass it. Now, of course, because COVID last year, most of you were taking U.S. History last year. You were exempt because of the COVID pandemic. So for graduation, you do not have to take the U.S. History EOC because of the exemption, because of the pandemic. But for scholar, if you're wanting that sticker, you do have to take the EOC and pass it. Make sure you contact Coach Lisa Kelly. She is our testing coordinator, and she can get you on the list to test in December for any of those EOC assessments that you would like to take and pass for the scholar designation. You must earn 2 credits in the same world language, just like I shared with Bright Futures and NCAA eligibility and college admission requirements. You do have to have 2 years of the same, so that would be Spanish 1, Spanish 2, or Latin 1, Latin 2. It has to be the same course. It cannot be Spanish 1, Latin 1. It has to be the 2 consecutive years in the same foreign language. And then earn at least 1 credit in AP or dual enrollment class. So any of our AP classes or dual enrollment classes. And then if you meet all these requirements, which you will see on your graduation requirement report in Focus, you will see the check marks and the grades listed there. And then what is still left will give you an idea of where you currently stand. And then merit designation. If you take a CTE course that we offer on our campus, that could be our culinary, it could be our CNA program, it could be our TV production program, commercial technology program with Ms. Hartsfield, and you pass the assessment, the certified assessment in one of those CTE courses, then you could be CTE certified and earn a merit sticker on your diploma. So the question sometimes I get is, can I have both stickers? Can I have a scholar sticker and a merit sticker? And the answer is yes. You can earn a scholar designation and a merit designation on your diploma and have both stickers listed. Another one that happened around the same time as is the scholar designation and the merit designation was the biliteracy seal. And so the biliteracy seal was to award students who had earned the high school diploma but it also gone above and beyond in the foreign language category. So they've taken more and done more than just your typical Spanish 1, Spanish 2, or Latin 1, Latin 2. And you'll see the requirements are listed here. They had to have a certain GPA. You have to pass the FSA, and then you have to earn a score on the state assessment that they give in the foreign language, so the Latin exam or the Spanish exam. Or you take the SAT and you have a subject test of 700 or higher. So then you could have a gold seal, and then there's the silver biliteracy seal, and that has similar but not at the same requirements with the GPA, and then you have to have an assessment score to go along with it to get the silver seal. And again, you can see this under your graduation requirement report and focus. You'll see listed what you have met and what still needs to happen, and you can work with your world language department and those world language teachers to make sure you're sitting for the next assessment, or you can register with College Board for the SAT subject test if you're interested in this. Community service. Community service is not a graduation requirement for Florida High, so you do not have to have community service to graduate. But if you're wanting to apply for scholarships, sometimes they do require it. And of course, Bright Futures does require it. So make sure if you're going for Bright Futures that you have turned in your community service forms to Mrs. Eula Walker. The community service forms are on our website, but they're also in our packet. So please make sure that you get those information turned into Ms. Walker, and that you, if you're going for the medallion, you have at least 75 hours. And if you're going for the academic scholarship, make sure you have 100 hours. And this also is for Best and Brightest. Best and Brightest is a community service scholarship award. So if you're going or thinking about going forward for the Best and Brightest, make sure your community service is up to date in our system. ACT and SAT information. So the SAT dates are here and listed, what are left for the school year. Make sure you create an account at ACT.org. And then they'll ask you a lot of questions. The first time you create an account, it'll take you a little bit because they ask you a lot of college questions to help send college information your way that you might be interested in. So please make sure you are taking these assessments and registering for these. Same thing for SAT. It's collegeboard.org, and make sure you are taking these assessments and registering for them, one for college admission purposes, but also if you need the coordinate score. I would take them multiple times. 3 times is a great number to take, because your score will continue to increase as you continue to take it, because your anxiety, your stress levels are going to reduce because you're more familiar with the test atmosphere, the test setting, the test questions. So you're just naturally going to do better the more times you take it. So definitely think about taking it at least 3 times. ACT and SAT fee waivers. Yes, there are waivers out there for students that qualify for free and reduced lunch, and you must be a junior or senior and qualify for free or reduced lunch and be in the FSUS cafeteria system as qualifying for that. So make sure you've completed the federal forms, turn them in to Ms. Cone or in the cafeteria. Make sure on the back of that form you granted release. If you did not grant release of information to the public, they cannot share the information with me when I call asking for verification. So please make sure that's key, that you did grant release. If you don't think you did, just call Ms. Christy Cohn in the cafeteria and check, and she'll be happy to look that up, that she can share that information with me. And then make sure the form is turned in so they can process it, and then they can release the information when I call, because I must call every time to verify that the student is eligible to receive 2 ACT and 2 SAT fee waivers. And that is the total number that I can distribute. That is not to their junior year and then and to their junior year and then give more their senior year. Once you've exhausted those 4 waivers, that is all that I'm allowed to distribute. You can email Ms. Megan Willingham or myself that you're interested in a fee waiver, and then we will definitely follow back up with you once we verify and get that information, and then we'll get you the information to you. College admissions. College admissions is happening at this time. As you know, as probably a lot of your seniors are working right now on their applications. And of course, Common App is a common one. It's a hub where students can fill out one application and then select the schools that they want it to go to. And then you have your institutional applications, and those are with the 12 FSUS schools. And then you have the coalition application, which is another platform that is available for students to fill out one application and select multiple colleges that participate. So just be aware that if you use the common application or the coalition application, that these are platforms, and that when the college admission counselors receive that information, they must download that information, and then they must hand input that information into their system. So this could take time for them to get everything uploaded. So it's relevant to say that they have received everything. So your account still might show that they haven't received everything because they're still having to input everything into their actual system. Also, with college admission, make sure that you're aware of the colleges that require the SAR, and that's the SSAR, and that is a separate requirement. So even if the student fills out the Common App or the Coalition app, if the school still requires a SAR report, they must still do that and submit that. So I know FSU requires the SAR, UF requires the SAR, I believe UNF requires the SAR. So please make sure your student is completing that SAR and turning that in to be reviewed along with their application materials. The majority of the deadlines are right now. Some of them were November 1st. I know some of them are coming up next week, November 16th. And then, of course, FSU's is December 1st. So please make sure that they are following these deadlines, and that they will, you'll see this information also in the booklet on the SUS matrix, and that will be listed there towards the back. And then make sure that your ACT and SAT scores, that you are sending them to the college. Just because you think you have a bad score, you don't want to send it. No, send all your scores, because they super score, which means they take the best test and they recalculate a composite score. So please make sure you have, every time you take the test, you're sending them directly to those schools. Complete the SAR, like I said before. And if you're taking dual enrollment, make sure you list the dual enrollment courses on your SAR. And then also you must have your dual enrollment transcript sent directly to the school. So if you are applying to FSU, you after first semester will have your dual enrollment, TCC dual enrollment transcript sent to FSU for them to receive. So make sure you're having your dual enrollment, if you're taking dual enrollment at FSU or TCC, that you have those transcripts sent. Bright Futures. Bright Futures, the application opened last month, October 1st. It is still open and available. Students can complete it at any time. They must complete it by the deadline, which is their graduation date. And here are the requirements. They must have the 16 core, which they will have because it is a graduation requirement. And then they must have the weighted GPA of a 3.0 or 3.5. And then they must have the test scores, ACT or SAT scores that are listed here, and the community service hours. So they must have all these requirements met to qualify for Bright Futures. So please make sure your students are continuing to take ACT and SAT and turn in their community service hours so that they can meet this requirement. This application is a 2-3 minute application, and it just asks for basic demographic information. It will not take long for your senior to complete this. This will literally can be completed in the blink of an eye. It's so easy and user-friendly, and just, again, a short application. The FAFSA. The FAFSA is a federal form, and it also opened last month, October 1st, and this is the official website for the FAFSA, so it should look like this. If it does not look like this, then it's a scam. It's wanting you to pay money to try and help you file your FAFSA. You do not need to go there. It's free for a reason, so make sure you do follow the free FAFSA form that is the key is .gov. Students must fill this out by February. You can go ahead and use your 2019 tax information to fill this out. And then once you file your 2020 taxes, you can update it at any time. And then they can issue you hopefully some free money, which is grant money that you do not have to pay back. but once they pass and distribute out all the grant money, whatever is, then it can be, they'll offer loans. And so we definitely don't want to see our students having to take out loans, but if there's free money available, we'd like them to take advantage of that. So please make sure you will need to help your senior with this, because it does ask for your tax information and banking information in lieu of this. So they need to fill out the FAFSA every year to qualify. So this is not a one-time thing. The FAFSA must be done every year to qualify for that free money. So make sure every year around October that they're getting with you to fill out the FAFSA so they can have some of that free money each school year. Scholarships. There are thousands upon thousands of scholarships that are available out there that you can use and tap into. And think of any major company, they will have a scholarship associated with them because it's a tax write-off and they care about our young people. Think of KFC, think of Starbucks, Best Buy, Bed Bath & Beyond, Wendy's, Burger King, McDonald's. They all have scholarships. Chick-fil-A, they all have them. And so make sure you're applying for them. Sometimes it is cash, sometimes it is check, sometimes it is gift cards. And so it could come in a variety of ways, but these are legitimate search engines to help you find those scholarships that are available that your student can apply for. We will also list scholarships on our website under our senior page. So make sure our seniors, and then we also send out remind messages to seniors to let them know that scholarships are available. Okay, so NCAA. If you are a student athlete and planning to play at the next level, please make sure you've completed your application with the NCAA Eligibility Center. The website should look like this. You're going to create an account. You're going to list your courses, and then there is a fee, a $90 fee that you must pay. But if you qualify for free and reduced lunch, you can select the fee waiver option so that I can go into my account and cover that fee. So please make sure, if you have not already, please make sure you complete your NCAA eligibility application so that recruiters can begin to look at you and evaluate your status if you qualify for a D1, D2 college or university. And then, of course, senior information. SWI is our photographers, and that is who we utilize for everything. So if you have not done your senior pictures yet, make sure you contact SWI to get those senior pictures done. I know we have some juniors that are planning to graduate early, so please make sure you get with them to get your senior pictures done so that you're in the yearbook. And then, of course, the yearbook is announcing that they are still accepting senior advertisements. This is at the back of the yearbook, where they will share more pictures and just messages that family and friends want to send. That deadline is for the senior ads December 4th. So please make sure you email Ms. Axtell or the yearbook staff here if you have any questions or if you'd like to place an order for your senior ad in the back of that yearbook. Herff Jones is our graduation sponsor. They are all graduation, our cap and gown, our senior rings, any other senior regalia stuff that you would like to order. We had a presentation at the beginning of the school year, and that video is listed here. They do have a digital catalog that is available, and then you're ordering online. Everything will be ordered online due to the COVID pandemic, so we will not be taking, they will not be on campus taking orders face-to-face, so that you have to order it online. It will be delivered here at the school and distributed here at the school, or distributed and sent to your residence. And then we're planning a senior celebration day. This will be, as right now, it's planned for Wednesday, May 19th, and all the events that will happen that day are listed here. We are planning our senior walk. That's where they walk through the elementary and high five elementary students. They get have an inspirational message by Colonel Francis from FSU. We host our senior breakfast, our senior checkout. They are having their yearbooks and they can sign each other's yearbook. We're talking of hosting a senior car parade where they go through the loop to celebrate them. And then later on that afternoon, a senior cookout event where they'll have games and activities and just hanging out and having a good time with each other. And then our graduation. Our graduation is currently at the location is the Civic Center. We will have practice that morning at 9:30. This is for seniors only. This is not for parents. This is for the seniors to know and practice walking in and kind of the expectations of the night and what to expect for the evening. And then the actual ceremony will be that evening at 7 o'clock at the Civic Center. The key to know is they do charge parking at the Civic Center. This is not us. This is the Civic Center's requirement. They do charge $10 a car. And then seniors must arrive at 6 o'clock so we can go ahead and have pictures done, and then also line up and have everyone there so we can line up on time so we can begin the ceremony on time. The doors will not open till 6 o'clock for family and friends. So please make sure if you're inviting anyone that they know that the doors will not open before 6. It is come in and there is no tickets required. It is open seating, so it's invite as many family and friends as you would like, and then they can find their seat based on what side of the Civic Center they'd like to sit on. Student services team, of course, we have a fabulous student services team who are here to help any of your students and your seniors. Of course, Coach Kelly is our middle school academic advisor. Mr. Kappas is our 9th and 10th grade academic advisor, also our community service liaison for the community. Coach McNeil is our 11th grade academic advisor, dual enrollment advisor, college and career coordinator, and I myself am the school counselor and also the senior academic advisor, 504 coordinator, best and brightest coordinator. So if you have any questions pertaining to any of this, you want to get with us as the academic team, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. And then of course you have Coach Harley and Coach Helms, who are our discipline deans, Miss Allie Raker, who is our MIS director, Miss Eula Walker, she's our registrar, so she is everything transcripts. So if you ever need a transcript mailed or sent to a school, please contact Miss Eula Walker for the transcript release form, and she will be happy to send that information out. Miss Amber Dunlap, she helps with our student data, so anything related to Focus, being locked out of Focus, if you've lost or misplaced your password, or changing your learning option from digital on campus or back to digital, she is the specialist for that. And then Miss Megan Willingham is our student services specialist here in student services. So again, we are here to help. We look forward to working with you. Again, please do not hesitate to stop by the front office and get your senior booklet. And we look forward to seeing a wonderful year continue and enjoy celebrating at the end at the graduation ceremony. So thank you. I hope you all have a good day, and I appreciate you and everything you're doing to help your senior. Take care.